Welcome back, everybody. I'm a little stuffed up today, but it's time to move on with this box set and start the Inquisitor Greyfax. So yes, an Inquisitor Greyfax week. Now, hopefully I'll have a little more time to spend painting this model as it's a single figure model. And of course, I just want to make it like battle ready. Something I got to thinking was, what if I did some sub-assembling and then painted her up that way and then put the rest of her back together? Because like the Grandmaster okay, so okay, I think I got it figured out. So I'm going to put these two separately, these 1, 2, 3 pieces separately. The legs I'll put aside till I get the body, the back piece painted up. Yeah, this can work. So let's just go ahead and get that started. Okay, snippy. More intricate snippy. And of course down here. It is now day 2 into this little project, and I must say, after looking at several examples, I decided to come down to, well, you're all probably going to hate me for this. I'm going to go with a brown Inquisitor for the main parts, like the hat and the backside of the cloak. On the inside of the cloak and other cloth bits, I'm going to go with a desert yellow. The scabbard, I'm going to do a dragon red, and then I'm going to build up from a gunmetal, whoops, sorry, well, the camera a little bit, to a plate mail, and then for anything gold bit, I'm going to try some greedy gold this time. And for some of the pipe work, we're going to go with some weaponized bronze. And because this is one single model and I am not doing closing shifts, I can spend more time in the evenings to work on this, unlike the mornings, which I can't do. And this is perfect because I'm not too groggy, make things work, and oh yeah, I need something for that strap. I'll use some speed paint hardened leather on it. As for her face and hair, I'm not too sure yet. I'll worry about that when I get to it. But I am curious to know if I can get this idea in my brain to work. I'm not going to use like a liquid wash or glaze or water it down. I'm going to take desert yellow here, paint inside the lines as best I can. That's actually etched in, not popped out. And once it dries, do the oak brown over the back of this cloak and work my way around carefully around these details and see if I get it all to stick out. I hope. Worst case scenario, I take a toothpick in there and clean up the excess paint. But yeah, I'm hoping this doesn't fail me, because every example I looked at, even through historical references, it was all black over white, or black, white, and red, or just all red over some, like, desert yellow-like color. Or if you're into the Templar bits, they had white with a chainmail, and then the red cross, of course. And for my case, I want mine to be different so it stands out, and I think there's 1 or 2 other examples that did brown. So, yes. It's going to be different. I'm probably going to get hated for it, but hey, this is my model. I'm doing what I want to it. I also thought about doing like a dark purple hue in there, but not this time around. So without further ado, I'm going to get my my wet palette ready, brushes ready, and get cracking at this. Well, here's my progress for the night. I'm actually going into day 3. It's like 15 minutes after midnight. But, yeah, just taking my time, letting stuff dry, watching a quick YouTube video, coming back, adding more thin layers. It actually turned out pretty darn well. Better than I expected. This back piece of cloakwork here, though, I will have to go back and do some more touch-ups on, including the line work. But overall, I'm actually quite impressed how things are turning out. I did, however, settle on doing the bolter red, just like on the box artwork, because I'm thinking, well, the scabbard for the sword's red. What could I do with the bolt gun to kind of complement that, and went with that. I still got to do up the crossbow string, and I don't know if that's going to be a metal bit or a wood bit attached to that metal part. I haven't figured that part out yet, but that'll be a tomorrow thing. And along with doing what's it called again? $5 purple for this piece of cloth coming off the sword and scabbard there. So I figured, what the heck. So you have an orange, or not an orange piece, sorry, a purple piece. The backpack is currently colored up, looking good. And the head, I kind of got the hat started, but I figure I'll leave the rest of that alone for tomorrow. Make that a tomorrow thing as well. Because tomorrow I want to focus on getting this finished up. I think I'm going to get a wash to do the backpack and the armor on. Just to darken it up some more and then bring it back with some brighter dry brushing. And same with her silhouette legs here. Because I got the, got her inner core color done and just did the rest of the metal. Because even look at the example artwork on the box. She's just wearing some kind of metal. Unless these bottom parts are supposed to be like leather or something. Maybe. It's hard for me to tell. It almost looks like they're metal. So I went with metal. Because why the heck not? I mean, I could change them up again. It's not that hard. But anywho, tomorrow thing. Now, cutting to the chase, here's progress on day 3. She's turning out really well. I did some little highlighting and dry brushing and other little refinements I thought would be cool. And I still got to clean up back here on her robe, cape, whatever you want to call it now. Set her down there. The backpack's all done. I don't have a magnifying glass to get in and do the little etching details, so I figured at least the needle's kind of visible. And the rest is going to leave it white. The head, you know, it's definitely something I'm working on tomorrow for sure. Now, on to something really fun and interesting, the base. As for the base, I'm not sure what to do about it. I kind of want to like cut this out, but it's quite thick, and do like a cork insert in the middle. So it's got more of a, like an asphalty like texture that the wet paint will absorb into. And I've tried maybe even like some little tear bits. And even then, that's still didn't want to fit right. And it looked a little off. So, maybe I'll try something. Maybe like a little bit of sand maybe and leave the rest of this exposed. Maybe use this for like an asphalt texture like I normally do. I don't know. I'll figure something out. And here's Inquisitor Greyfax in all her glory. Yep, I definitely went with a, well, back to basics asphalt, I guess. Went with like a crosswalk kind of like lines and added some blood. She does have a trait that says no escape, and I figured, well, that'll help complete the scene. She's tracking down the thing that has not to be escaped from her grasp or gun or sight or something. Anywho, guys, take it easy. And let's see if I can get Belisarius, Belisarius. I'm not going to pronounce that. That dude. Done up before next Sunday. Till then, peace out and keep safe.